Hi again, YouTube. I'm working on a different suit today. I think her name is Creta, the dragon. So this will be interesting for me. I'm going to try to make a dragon shell. That is the base, the foam bit. And if anyone's wondering how the other one looks, this is how it's going. Just the top bit. Can't really see the nose. But for my top shell bit, jog goes on later, I take just, I think it's upholstery foam, and I cut a strip about yay big. Bigger scissors. Like so. Long enough to wrap around the head. And make into a muzzle shape. Once it's around the head, I spot glue it together just so it'll stay. Foam and fur aren't tasty. And you end up with something like this, which you're going to build onto. I'm out of hot glue. Now, unless you have one of these, you'll probably need to use your own head, or if you're making it for someone else, their head, or measure it. I just find that this is easiest, and it's about the size of most of my customers. Not big, but bigger than my head. Kind of small. Hot glue is hot. But once you have this shape, as you can see, it's not muzzle shaped at all. So you cut it to muzzle shape. And you may want to, if you are using something like this, you may want to see where it comes to on your head or your friend's head or whatever. Because if you're making it like this, you're going to want this part to be below your eyes so you can see. So for this one, it's awful. This one I'll have to cut a little bit off. Now your shell doesn't have to be perfectly shaped. Fur will be going over it, of course. So basically, as long as it looks good with fur over it, you're pretty much in the clear. I burned myself. There are other ways to make suit heads, like for a couple of my suits, if it's one that wouldn't look good with a big head, because let's face it, foam fursuit heads are pretty big. If it's one that wouldn't look good big, or if it's just an experiment, I guess, in how to do different types, you could use a balaclava base. And I hope I'm saying that right. It's one of those ski mask type deals where it's just a hole right here. They're pretty cool for a smaller head base, because basically it's just the size of your head plus muzzle and maybe a brow and chin structure. And this particular suit is new to me. I've never done a dragon, so bear with me. Kind of a dragon shape. I'll have to glue a piece on though. Now I know I said it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm a perfectionist by nature, so I kind of want it to be perfect. And I'm sorry, I'm a little, I'm getting over sunburn, and it doesn't hurt anymore, it just itches, and that's the worst kind of anything, any sensation, and the more I scratch it, the more it itches. So, again, bear with me. I'm feeling a little crazy. I think it's a fairly dragony shape. Dragon. And if you're using hot glue, or I'm sure any glue, I've never used any other adhesive, but I know hot glue doesn't bond immediately. You do have to hold it for a while with foam, especially high temp guns, which is what I have. all I'm doing right now is taking the edges that would be squared and just rounding them. See, because now they're pointed. Okay, so I've got a basic, I guess it would be a muzzle on a dragon too. And then all I'm going to do is add on to this part. So it's going to be about that shape. Like that, instead of that. Always helps to have a marker. I do apologize to anyone who actually watches these. It keeps up with me for being inactive for so long. I'm not even going to make an excuse. I've just actually acquired a life, I guess. Usually I don't do anything. I've been going out a lot lately and I got lazy, I guess. And I do apologize. What I'm doing now is, like I said, building on. And if I get quiet, it's because I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. If anyone has any tips or tricks on how to do dragons better than you're seeing, feel free to put in any comments in the comment section, because that's what it's there for. I'm not above getting tips for my tips. Definitely not. And every now and then, if you're not looking straight at it, you might want to, because I've been building and just oblivious, and then all of a sudden it's crooked. All sorts of crooked. Now for this suit, I originally had horns from Flurry Cat, but they're pretty big. So now I just have these very long horns, and I use them for swords. And I've I don't do that. So I sewed my own. It's smaller and it's fleshy, so I'm just going to glue that to the head when it comes time. I'm not using anything special for dragon skin, just fur. So I guess it's a furry dragon. There's a lot about this one that's different from what I usually do. The ears are angled downward. There's horns involved. I'll be making wings at some point and not be spilling drinks on my laptop. On the horns, I didn't make the horns. Those are Flurry Cat or Moniasha. Go buy from her, she's awesome. I would not recommend doing this, pushing down on edges that have hot glue in them, unless you have very resilient fingers, because you will get burnt. I get burnt a lot. I just can't feel it as much. I have bad circulation in my hands. So, blessing and a curse. Alright, so right now I've got this. I don't know how well you can see that, but it needs, I'm going to trim it down. Or, yep. Rather than trim it down, I'm going to bit by bit glue the edges onto the rest of it, so it's hard to explain. It gets a round effect to it that you can't get from just shaving it down to what shape you want. Now it's pulling my middle seam apart, but that can be fixed easily. See, it's rounded and coming apart. Nice. Like I said before, we do have to hold it down a pretty long time, because hot glue doesn't like to hold on foam, it just likes to absorb it, I think. Alright. And the other side. think I'm just going to do this for the top half of the muzzle, beak, whatever. I'm not sure what dragon muzzles are called. Call it muzzle. But I think I'll do this for the top half and then shave down the bottom half so that it has a beak effect. Since dragons usually, this particular dragon, I assume, they don't have actual noses, so I think I'll do external nostrils. I've been given a lot of creative freedom with this one. Part of me likes that, part of me is like, tell me exactly what to do! Right, it turned out a little bit crooked, but Tremaine can fix that. I've been told that this is a bit easier if you have an electric knife, like a carving knife. It kind of goes nee. But as I'm broke, I do fine with just this. Got a more of a beaky shape. I think we're good there. I believe I'm going to fill in this part with a flat piece. Oops. Oh, that's no good. A little slice happy. All that's going to do is kind of fatten up the muzzle. So it's got a round shape to it. Don't want too round, but a little fullness is to be desired. I guess unless it's a fox or something, and that's all about the pointy. It all depends on your character and style. That's not it. That's not it either. Cool. Maybe that is. What I'm doing now is trying to make some nostrils. While this is going to be a dainty girl dragon, I have to kind of over-exaggerate on the nostrils. See? Because it will be covered in fur. Play some music, but I think that YouTube would get butthurt about it. So, no music. And there we have some dragon nostrils. Too big? Maybe a little bit. Yep. There we go. Now here comes the fun bit. Actually, it's all the fun bit. But the next bit, what we're going to do is make a cross piece so that then it'll slide down your neck. And just because that's how you make it. Try not to glue it to the koala. Guys, my koala needs a name. I've just been calling him Mr. Koala or Koala Head. So you guys should name him. He's sad without a name. Or maybe he's just sad because I cut his ears off. On a side note, I'm running a contest right now on my FA. I'm not sure if I have a link to it, but I will put a link down there. If you have an FA, or if you want to make one just for this, I'll be flattered. You can go to the journal that I will link to and enter a contest for a free tail. And I'm not going to keep the contest, not going to pick a winner unless there's 10 entries. So there's only 3 or 4 now, and it runs until end of this month, I believe. So if you're interested, check it out. I've got a basic shape. Is it looking dragony yet? Next come the other cross pieces, the side pieces. Yes. 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 Now you are.
Why am I not here?
Because. Go away.
Here. Don't forget to sign
Mm-hmm. You're going on YouTube.
it. No, it's not. You better edit that crap.
I don't even know how.
Okay.
No. My mom. She's gonna be internet famous. She just doesn't know it yet. It's now roundy shaped. And what I've taken to doing, instead of filling that back bit in with foam, I get lazy and I use fun foam. Creates a smooth sort of look and lets me be lazy while still looking good. For me, a win-win. eventually, that's where the horns will be. So instead of doing what I just said, I believe what I can do is this. Yeah, not bad. Alright. That solves that problem. I have no idea how I was going to do that. Murphy, please don't break Mummy's things. Please don't break Mummy's things. Stop it. Stop. So there's that. Yay. Alright. I'm not mindlessly cutting or anything. The eyes usually go about right. About right here. Because so gotta cut out a little spot for them. So there's that. Eye shapes. glued in hold. Go. Alright, for here on out, since this is a pretty long video already, I'm going to just do this side. So, first things first. Now this person wanted downward hanging ears, like droopy ears. Which I think is adorable. Ear. I'm going to take my tiny scissors and make the shape of the inner ear. Kind of hollow it out. Sorry if anyone's like, too long, didn't watch. I can't figure out live stream. I don't know if it just won't download on my computer, like the actual streaming program, or if I'm just stupid. But I just can't get it to work. It's gonna be something like that. Oh, that's lovely. You will be on the internet. Mom's like, edit that. Not gonna edit it. See, it doesn't hang out a lot, but it's kind of a goat ear, looks like. It'll be floppy. What do you think? Like this? Or like this? I'm liking this. Maybe a little bit tilted. Or maybe add something here so it's like a cupped. Make one last little addition, and after that should be it for this video. I'm sorry to have kept you, if you're still watching. I'll leave a nifty little link in the info bar so you can see a somewhat finished product. Here's what I'm going to do with this. Bit like I did the muzzle, the gluing the sides of this part down, but instead of just spooling a flat-sided piece, it's going to be saucer shaped, I guess. If you found this video interesting or helpful, refer your friends. Feel free, really. If I'm helping people, then I'm not really concerned if I don't sell a lot of suits. I'm not going to try to keep anything secret. It's not like I do anything different from anyone else, as far as I know. I'm just self-taught, I think. This will look a lot better furred. I'll do a furring video at some point. It's just probably have to do it in the floor. I'm not cutting fur on my bed. It's bad enough with just foam. After this head, and possibly a paw video, that will be very short, I'll start on a husky, and I'll do a video on how I do my bodysuits. Sorry my videos aren't more interesting, they're mostly educational. I'll make more interesting videos in the future, but I apologize. They're not funny or anything, or musical, or interesting in any way. See, it's got a fuller shape than this side. This side. This side. So, it's looking like a dragon. Questions, comments, tips, anything you have, please don't hesitate to put it in the comment section. Next video, I think we'll add eyes. I'll finish the other side before the next video. I'll start doing one side at a time, I think, so I don't have hour-long videos. So, next video we'll do eyes and a jaw. And maybe we'll experiment with a easy moving jaw. We'll see how things go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Bye.